Welcome back, traders. This is William Smith here, your Forex mentor. I wanted to start with this slide to encourage you to take trading serious. This is my future setup. What you see here are three monitors, a MacBook, wireless keyboard, some earbuds. I do see some earbuds over here that'll help you listen to the audio if you want to do that. Wireless mouse, of course. For me, I'll probably also add some speakers, okay? Because I like to listen to some smooth jazz and classical music sometimes, just to help me get into the mind frame while I actually study the charts before I actually execute a trade. So, but what is the one thing in this picture that stands out? It's not the monitors, it's not the laptop, it's not the mouse, but the view, the skyscape view overlooking the city, okay? And I kind of think this is the new New York skyline, Empire State Building. I want to say that it could be New York, but it could be anywhere in USA. But that's the most exciting part of the whole thing, is to get to a level of success whereby you can actually live above or in the clouds, overlooking a view, a massive view, an outstanding view, an inspiring view. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because if you're going to take trading seriously, it's going to take a commitment, next level commitment. You're going to have big dreams, because those dreams is what's going to inspire you continue to do what you do. Okay, and you're going to have a strong enough why. Why did you get started in this industry? Why are you studying so hard? So whatever that why is, make sure you write it down, you crystallize it, and ask yourself that question 5 times. Every time you end the sentence, you ask yourself why, 5 times. And that'll give you the root of the matter. Because by doing that, you'll be doing a deep dive into your why. Next is to create a dream board. Start crystallizing what that why looks like. Get some magazines, cut out some pictures, create a dream board of your future. That way you know exactly what you're working towards, right? And then you're going to put a $sign behind, in front of, next to every single picture. Okay, that way you know exactly what the investment's going to require, okay, for you to get those things. Now, it could be a tangible item, it could be an intangible item. Don't get me wrong. Don't be superficial. I'm not superficial. But if it's intangible, write that down as well. It's giving to your favorite charity. If it's to maybe give to an orphanage, give to the homeless, to those that are in need. Whatever your why is, make sure when you go to work, when you study the charts, when you implement a trade, that you know exactly why you're doing it. Because this can turn into a career. Because once you acquire the skill set, no one can take it away from you. This is not like a job where you're getting paid for the task, you're getting paid per hour. No, once you learn this, once you master this, okay, you can write your own paycheck. You can extract as much or as little as you want in the markets. Okay. Now, the key is to be profitable, right? And what does that look like? To be profitable means you execute trades based on your trading plan, and you exit the trade with a win. Okay, we're going to talk about that. But today's topic, I want to really discuss supply and demand. Okay. How to trade supply and demand. What is supply and demand? And how important it is to wait for supply and demand to set up before you actually can execute a trade and things of that nature. So we're going to dive into some of that content. I've also decided to split my channel down the middle and talk about trading and also talk about affiliate marketing, because you're going to need to learn affiliate marketing and acquire that skill set as well to actually earn residual commissions, ongoing commissions, daily commissions through affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is just basically taking someone else's product, marketing it online, and they share the profits with you. By you bringing a customer or client to that product or service, you get paid. Whether it's a physical product or a digital product or a educational platform that whereby you're inviting other students to learn exactly what you're learning. And by you introducing that service, introducing that product to that client, once they become a customer client, you actually get paid for bringing that customer or client to that company. So we're going to discuss that. So that way, you start earning these residual commissions, these daily commissions. You could now start funding your brokerage account, which will allow you to scale up that account through the skill set you learn through trading. Okay, because let's face it takes money to make money. You need capital. Okay, a person who starts off with $50 is not going to get the same leverage with a person that starts off with $10,000. Okay, you have more leverage with more money inside of your brokerage account. Now, most brokers give you like a 2-to-1, where for every deposit you put in, they give you leverage. Okay, like the broker that I recently signed up with, and the link will be in the description, they're giving you 100% match on your deposit. Okay, minimum deposit $500. Okay, but you're going to get $1,000 to trade with. Now, the great thing about that is that gives you leverage. Okay, never saw or signed up with a broker in the past that gave so much value for your buck. So definitely take a look at that. Do your due diligence, of course. Everything that I share is just for educational purposes. So my disclaimer is there's no guarantee of income. Your income is dependent on your work ethic, the time you spent studying the craft, mastering the craft, and implementing what you learn. So let's dive in. Let's have some fun. Thanks for spending some time with me today. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the chart, and let's go ahead and discuss that. Just put this up here. Okay, here is the chart. Now I put some indicators on here, so I'm going to go ahead and erase my indicators and lines, and we're going to mark up this chart together. So let me just make it a little brighter, because I normally keep it dark to help save my eyesight. Okay, and that's another thing. Don't spend too much time on the charts. Just basically come on here an hour or two and look for a setup and wait for the chart to come to your setup. Set a trap. Okay, it's important to learn how to set traps and then set alerts. Okay, set alerts. That way, the actual platform, and this is TradingView, you'll find a link on my website. By clicking the link in the description area, it'll take you to a link, which is my website. And on my website, you'll see another link or a banner that says TradingView or charting. And then you click on that and sign up for this service you see in front of you. You can create a free account. It will come with ads, or you can actually sign up for a paid account, become a monthly member. It will eliminate the ads, those pop-up ads, which for me is very annoying, but to each its own. But then you can actually create your own color scheme, and then set up the chart the way you like, and then save it. You can actually create a template, and it'll save your chart. And then whenever you come up to the platform here, you can actually pull up your chart and start analyzing the candles. Okay, so everything you see here are candles. Okay, now there's also different charts that you can put on this platform. For example, there's a line chart. I like the line chart because that way I can find key areas a lot faster. So if I was looking at this and I was doing a top-down analysis, I would start with the weekly, of course. The weekly chart is to get an overview of what's going on, and then I will take my horizontal line and I start marking up the highs and the lows, okay, or areas of interest, places where the market has gotten to touch more than once, like this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, like touch more than once. Excuse me. Either touched it or broke through it, okay, and either change directions or continue its journey in that direction. So I am looking also at where are my supply and demand levels. Okay, so that's my topic today. Where are my supply and demand levels? Also, supply and demand can also be categorized as resistance, which is the ceiling, and support, which is the floor. Okay, so these lines help me find where supply and demands are. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. I had to get a sip of water. Let's dive back into the content. Okay. So I'm putting lines on here to let me know where the actual areas of interest are, and to also give me an idea of where the market's either heading to or wants to head to. And again, the market can do whatever it wants. It doesn't owe us anything. We are the smallest denominator when it comes to trading. We're in a category or a bucket called retail traders. But we try to mimic and follow institutional traders and banks. They're the ones who move the market. And when we say institutional traders and banks, they are the ones that actually are taking people's deposits and trying to flip that money so that the bank can make more money. So it's like, if you deposit a lot of money in the bank and they pulled out the red carpet, they'll say, hey, let me introduce you to my investment department who can actually help you increase your deposits. And when you sign that contract or, open that money market account, what do you think they're doing with your money? So that way they can actually give you interest. So most savings deposits, you're lucky if you're getting 1% interest. But when you open a money market account or a high interest bearing account, they will give you anywhere from 5%, 4%, 6% if you're lucky. It's hard to find a firm that'll give you 8%. It's really difficult. Now, unless you open up a money market account. No, not money market. I want to say a hedge fund account, like a mutual fund, okay, or EFT. Those funds can earn you a little bit more interest going forward, but they do require a huge deposit. So, if you didn't know, now you know. All right, so. And when you're looking at the chart, make sure you mark up the areas of interest that are most recent. Okay, you don't have to go that far back because all of this stuff in the back, of course, is historical data. Okay, so we want to mark it up with the most recent information. Usually, you want to stay within 1 or 2 months, right? I mean, we're in the month of August now, so maybe in July, month of July, you can get a gauge of what the month of August can represent or bring forth. As you can see, Bitcoin, USD, BTC USD is in a retracement right now. It's pulling back because Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, has hit an all-time high. Who would ever think it would have hit this high up here? And it's amazing because a lot of people just don't understand what Bitcoin is. Is it fictitious money? How can it actually rise in price? And how can I get in? Now, to be honest with you, it's a little late to get in Bitcoin because you got to wait for it to pull back to a certain level before jumping back in. Because those who actually bought Bitcoin when it was down here are now profiting because they rode the wave all the way to Bitcoin's high, and now they're selling a portion, if not all, of their Bitcoin and cashing in. Okay, but the great thing about trading the Forex market or the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency market is that you can make money going up, you can make money going down, because on the top there's going to be people who want to buy, funny as it sounds, but on the bottom there's going to be people who, once it gets to the top, want to sell. So at this particular juncture, I would wait before jumping into Bitcoin for a buy. But if you want to sell it, you don't really want to sell it when it's actually a falling knife, because you just don't know when that's going to stop and reverse and go back up. So if you're going to sell it, just put on the thinking cap of being a scalper. Get in, get out, make your bag, and you're done. Alright, so let's now go down to the lower time frames and take a look to see what's going on in this area right here. So the top, of course, I went ahead and marked it up. So the top is supply, the bottom is demand. So we're going to take a closer look to see what's going on in this area. So let's go to the daily time frame. All right, now this is where I will switch to my candles. All right. Okay, so now we also have to refine this because we have our areas of interest with the horizontal lines. Now we need to find where demand is and where supply is. All right, so demand is pretty much a black candle that's right before a large green bullish candle. Okay, so if we were to take this and mark this up right here, excuse me, this would be our demand level. Okay, and we need to go down to the next demand level, which is right here. Okay, so this is where we mark our demand levels, and there's one more right here. So the smallest candle, which is a black candle, before a large bullish engulfing candle. So this candle that's green is bigger than the candle before it, and we call that a bullish engulfing candle. So again, if you don't know the terminology, if you don't know what the candles names are or these patterns, again, I encourage you to read the Candlestick Bible. That gives you a breakdown of what these candles are, and yeah, definitely study that. There's an audio version of the book on my website, so you can actually let someone read it to you while you're out and about, driving your car, turn your car into a university, turn off the music for a short period of time, and just listen to the audiobook. And then when you get home, reread it, take notes, and then highlight key areas. There's also a PDF version of the book as well. If you'd like a complimentary copy of that book, just comment below in the comments and reach out to me at metrofxtraders@gmail.com, and I will send you a complimentary copy of the Candlestick Bible book. Okay, my gift to you for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about this channel as well. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really close. I'm about 700 subscribers right now. 300 more to go. So if everybody just share this channel with their friends, I'm pretty sure I could hit it in the next 3 months. All right, so back to the chart. All right, so now we have marked out our demand levels, now we need to mark up our supply levels. So supply is at the top, of course. All right, so it's usually the green candle before a large black candle. Okay, so we mark that as our supply level. Okay, and we want to trade supply and demand, right? So basically when we say trade the supply and demand, we want to wait for the market or the candles to get to these areas before we actually will execute a trade. So we go down to the lower time frames, okay? Because again, let's go back to the daily. We're looking for a trend, right? So we're going to ask ourselves, what trend is the market in? Okay, well, zooming out, we notice that if we pull out our trend line, that the market's in an uptrend, okay? And it's been doing so for quite some time now, right? That's why Bitcoin was able to get to higher levels, okay? Because it would pull back, retrace, what's what we call a pullback, hit a certain level, usually a demand level, and bounce off the demand level and try to hit a higher level, okay? So since we put our demand levels, our trend line on the chart, we notice that Bitcoin is on an uptrend, but it did pull back here, but came back to this demand level and bouncing off, okay, the demand level to hopefully create a new higher high, okay? So that's the way I see it right now. So I'd be looking for buys at this particular point, looking for a buy entry because it did hit the demand level and it created a bullish engulfing candle, which is a really good sign, okay, which is this green candle you see here. It's bigger than the previous candle. It's very bullish. So even though it did pull back a little bit, people are, still jumping back in the market, because when there's more buyers than sellers, the market tends to go higher. Okay. All right, now let's go down to a lower time frame. Okay. Now, anytime if you have any questions or concerns, you can put it in the comments area, and you can also rewind the videotape once you watch the video. You can always go back and rewatch the video. It's always good to watch it more than once, because you always catch something that you didn't catch the first time around. Okay, so what do we see? We see a strong pullback, but yet we see a bounce off to the demand level, which is this area right here. So I'm just gonna refind it. Okay, and it's coming back to touch that demand level again. So typically you gotta wait for 2 touches. Once you see a breakup, it needs to pull back down, retouch the demand level, okay, and present another candle. What do you think that candle should be? Guess it right. Another bullish engulfing candle. If it presents another bullish engulfing candle like it just did previously, you might want to consider entering the market at that particular point. So we're on the 4-hour chart. You see this pullback happening right here. Remember, we in for buys. We're not taking advantage of any of this pullback because that's past data. Okay, and we notice that this, bullish momentum that you see here is higher than the previous structure before, it actually got to this level. So when we see things like this, okay, we see that the market wants to go back to its original highs, okay, because if there's a structure change in this area, okay, because typically if we open this up, this area that we put here, this area of interest, okay, I'm going to make it a little darker. This area of interest was violated with this bullish engulfing candle, because what happens is, if the market came to this area, right, and bounced off this line all right, and did one of these numbers, you'd have a continuation of a downtrend, right? Continuation of a pullback, but it didn't do that. It actually broke the downward momentum by breaking above your key area. It broke above these levels here. So we call that a market structure shift. So once it breaks these levels, okay, it made a higher high. It needs to come back, okay, revisit the demand level, okay, bounce off and do one of these numbers to, head back up. That's what I'd be looking for. That's my prediction. If there is a guarantee that it'll happen in this format, no, because we're not the ones behind the curtain. But at least we can prepare for this to happen. And if it does happen, we enter the trade. We set our stop losses. We set our take profits. And we just let the trade do its thing. So you just set and forget it at that particular point. All right, so you too will have a keen eye when you look at these charts, because the chart is your friend. If you spend a lot of time on the charts, you truly see certain patterns happen over and over and over. The market tends to repeat itself every 24 hours. And you just got to know what to look for within that 24 hours before you execute a trade. Let's go down to the lower time frames. So the 1 hour, we notice with our trend line is still here, okay, and we'll notice that there's a pullback still happening, okay. We already know that this area is our demand level. We know the top area is our supply level. You can color coordinate it the way you like. You can say the green part is supply, and this yellow part, we can change the color and make it our demand level. Okay. So what we're waiting for, okay, for the market to come back and retouch our demand level. Okay. Now, when you start going down to the lower time frames, you also want to see where your fair value gaps. Now, I did do a video on what a fair value gap is. Please revisit my channel and take a look at that video. But a fair value gap is a gap in the market that the market needs to come back to and fill. Okay, so it's 3 candles consecutive. One, the middle candle is bigger than the 2 candles, one before it, one after it, and the wicks of those first and third candle, if they don't touch and that middle candle created a gap, that's why we call it a fair value gap. Okay, so if we was to mark out this here, this would be considered our fair value gap. So as you can see, a fair value gap has to be filled, okay, or revisited before it can actually go higher. And it's doing just that. It's filling that fair value gap. So hopefully it comes back to our demand level, okay, fill this entire gap before it actually gives us an opportunity to enter the trade going back up. Okay, now keep in mind that it could continue to fall, okay, and create lower lows. So we gotta pay attention to the market. 30-minute, we still see a pullback. 15-minute, we still see that pullback. But we want to enter either on the 15-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame to get a better entry. Okay. So if we are looking at the 15-minute time frame, what we see, and the funny thing, with each time frame, you can also put in your supply and demand levels as well. So you can have many supply and demand levels within each time frame. But the higher time frame gives you the full scope of the direction of the market. So you don't want to depend on the lower time frame to give you a direction. You want to, Evaluate the market based on higher time frames, which will give the true trend. Okay. All right. So we see this pullback happening. We see miniature supply and demand happening here. And like I said, demand is down here. The black candle before the green candles. So that's demand. So it did revisit this demand level. It's bouncing off, right? And then it's probably looking for a fair value gap to revisit on the higher levels here. So, do you see a gap? Because usually, like I said, it's gonna fill up a gap before it continues its journey. So we could mark up a gap here, 3 candles, the wick's not touching, that's a gap. We could mark up a gap here because the market created a gap there. So again, the market might want to come back and revisit these gaps before trending lower to our demand zone. Okay, but we're looking for buys. So by knowing where these gaps are, you can decide whether or not you'd want to take an entry, because we're looking for buys. Okay, because if we're looking for buys, we know that when setting a buy order and the market's going back to fill up these gaps, is a good opportunity to make some income, right? Make some money. Because as you can see, it's bouncing off the main level over here. And if you were to enter off this candle, all right, for a buy and set your ratio, you'll enter off the close of that candle, because you want to wait for the candle to close, which closes in about 6 minutes and 41 seconds. But let's, for example purposes, you would enter at the close of the candle, set your stop loss below the demand zone. It stretches out for this particular 1 to 2. I would say 1 to 2 right there. Okay. A 1 to 2. Okay, so you'd enter the market, and matter of fact, do I have? Okay, I have a live account on here. I'm actually in a challenge right now, and $10,000 challenge. I grew this account to $171.21 extra. So $10,171.24 is where I'm at. Okay, I would place a trade to show you what it actually does, but I don't trade on weekends. Usually with these challenges, unless you click a button to trade on weekends, you don't want to trade on weekends, because you would violate their terms and conditions and you would lose your account. So I am not going to place a trade. But yeah, the challenge is basically these funded accounts, funded challenges. Once you grow the account to $10,800, you pass phase 1. And they send you a congratulations letter. And then they give you phase 2. So this is a 2-phase challenge. And then you got to grow the account an extra $500. Once you have, there will be a separate demo account, okay, fictitious money. Grow it to an extra $500, and then they give you a live funded account. And at that particular time, you can make as much money as you want. You can grow it to 20,000, 30,000, whatever. But there would be a profit split where you would keep 80% of the profit, and they keep 20% of the profit, because you just proved yourself as a profitable trader, and they're interested in partnering up with you, because when you profit, they profit, but you get the bulk share of the actual profit, which is kind of nice. So I'll keep you posted on this challenge. So far so good. I'm up $171, and the goal is to earn an additional $630 to pass the challenge. Okay, and it's with Think Markets. So if you're interested in participating in a challenge to test your skills, there'll be a link in the description. It will be my referral link, and disclaimer: I do earn a small commission if you decide to fund or sign up for a challenge. Typically, it's a small fee to to get the challenge, and try not to fail, because if you do fail the challenge, they keep the small fee. If you pass the challenge, they refund your fee, and then you get a live account. Okay? Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, so as you can see, time will tell, right, whether or not this would be a profitable trade, because that's a ratio of 2 to 1. So let's say you invested $100 in this trade. Once it hits your TP, which is your take profit, you'd earn $200. Okay, but your stop loss is down here, which basically means if it reverses and goes against you, it does not blow your account. Because I find that a lot of people who are new into trading, they don't set stop loss, which is a big mistake. Because you got to learn how to manage your money alongside everything else. Manage your money that way. If it does go against you, you have an opportunity to get back in the trade at a later date. Because you'll still have money in your account. But if you set stop loss, it'll protect your principal. But hopefully it'll hit your take profit. That way you can walk away with a win. All right. And also journal everything. Don't forget to journal everything. Write everything down. Yeah. So that's how I would definitely approach the market. But all in all, I would wait for the market to come down to the areas we set earlier. So let's go back to the daily. I would wait for the market to come all the way down to this band zone before I actually get into the trade. Okay, because that trade that I just put on here, it's typically like a scalp, right? You get in and get out. But if you want a long-term play and you want to take advantage of these longer candles, you'd want to focus on the higher time frames. Okay, because this one candle took 1 day to form. So if you got in down here, stayed in the trade for 1 complete day, you could have rolled this green candle all the way up to your take profit levels and made money that way. But as you can see, it's pulling back and reversing. So I would definitely wait for the candles to touch the demand zone before executing a trade. Now you can set alerts with TradingView. There's an alert button down here, and then you just create an alert, set your parameters, and it will email you, or if you have it downloaded on your smartphone, TradingView has an app. It'll notify you through an alert through their app to say, hey, it's coming to your area of interest based on the numbers you put in the alert, and then you would run to the charts and see whether or not you should execute a trade. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to close this out. All right. So that's the top-down analysis. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. So if you got questions or concerns, don't hesitate to put that in the comments area. And you do the same exact charting for different pairs. And on the side right panel here, you can put your favorite pairs on the right panel. Okay. I have my indices. I have my metals. I trade gold. I have my coins, Bitcoin. This whole area, I don't really trade stocks, but this gives me a gauge of how the NAS 100 is doing. Because if all the top stocks inside of NAS is actually 100 companies inside the NAS 100. Okay, which is an index. So whenever you see all green, based on the top stocks within that index, there's a good chance that NAS 100 is heading higher. If you see all red, there's a good chance NAS 100 is heading lower. So I use that as a gauge for myself to see what direction the market may go if I'm looking at NAS 100, the chart of NAS 100. All right, so that's that. There you go. All right, now I'm going to transition now from teaching you how to read the chart, how to mark up your chart, what you should be looking for, to now how to earn some additional income on the side through affiliate marketing. That way you can use that income you make through affiliate marketing, throw it into your brokerage account, and 10x that money. Become the bank, right? With the money you make with affiliate marketing, you want to now trade that money, because that money right there, okay, if you trade it, you could 10x it based on your trading plan, okay? All right, because there's ratios, of course, and percentages and so on and so forth. So most successful traders have anywhere from a 65 to a 75% win rate. You'll never find a trader that has a 100% win rate. It's not possible. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose some trades regardless, because just when you thought it's going in your direction, it flips the channel and goes in the opposite direction. So you want to strive to be a trader who wins 75% of the time to 65% of the time. But if you hit 50-50, that's good too. That means 50% of the time you're winning 50% of the trades, losing 50% of your trades. So, as long as you have more wins than losses, you're in good form, because you want to be a consistent trader, and a consistent trader stays in an upward percentage tiles, and that's 65% to 75% win rate. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back to discuss how to earn money with affiliate marketing. I have a blueprint for that. So if this is all you wanted to see and you came for, it's a good time to turn off and, continue with your day. But if you're interested in learning how to earn some additional income over and above trading income, stay tuned for my affiliate marketing training. Okay, I'm back. Now, I encourage you to join the Unemployables. This is a private group that I've created, a community, if you will, because it says it takes a village, right? This is my village. So it's called the Unemployables, and when you see this or go to this website, you're going to want to enter your name and your email address. And by doing so, you're going to get a free marketing system that'll help you 10x your income or earn you additional income going forward. So what is the Unemployables? Well, inside of the community, you're going to learn how to, number one, fire your boss, work from home, earn daily income, set your own hours, work from anywhere. Because again, this is a skill set. Once you learn how this all works, you'll be able to put on autopilot, and you could be anywhere in the world. You can build this wherever you're at, on your laptop, desktop, smartphone, tablet. If you have a device that connects to the internet, you can actually do this. All right, training will be provided. I will train you, coach you, motivate you, and answer all of your questions. No experience is necessary. So if you're new to affiliate marketing and you just don't know how it works, I will teach you. You're going to be working on your own terms, very part-time, 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week. If you can do that, you can do this. And you'll be able to join the community absolutely no cost. If you're on Facebook, I have a Facebook group that I'll add you to, where you'll meet the other members inside of the platform as well. So input your best email, and please, no tire kickers. I'm looking for serious people who want to learn how to earn very part-time, spare time. So when you see this website, by clicking the link in the description, you can input your information. That way I know that you're at least interested in learning how to become unemployable. And when somebody says, well, I'll hire you for this job, and you say, no, 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 I'm unemployable. I make more money part-time than I do full-time. Okay, and I'm going to teach you how to do just that. Because the bigger the team gets, the bigger your residual income is going to get over time. Again, I like to always say, Rome wasn't built in a day, so you can't expect to make millions through affiliate marketing. It's going to take time, but once you get it ramped up and you put it on autopilot, great things can happen. And again, income disclosure is no guarantee of income. Income's dependent on your work ethic, time and effort you put towards learning this particular platform. Now, once you grab or subscribe to your free marketing system, you're gonna log into the back office, and it's gonna look like this. Okay, we have a Facebook group. You're gonna join the Facebook group. You're gonna fill in your profile, make sure that's correct, and this is the dashboard. Now, the dashboard will introduce you to 3 different income streams. Okay. These 3 income streams I would definitely encourage you to sign up for. And then once you sign up for those 3 income streams, there'll be a video explaining each one of the income streams. Okay, because the system is free, the income streams require an investment, a small investment. Okay, and then once you get those income streams in place, and somebody else goes through the same, lead capture page that I just shared with you, you're going to get a copy of that lead capture page. Okay, by putting their name and email address, and they do the same thing you're about to do. They log into the back office. Your 3 income streams are going to be linked to you. It's going to be linked to your referral link. And then when somebody goes through your sign-up page and create income stream number 1 or sign up for income stream number 1, invest in income stream number 1, you're going to earn a commission. And again, once you get that money, I'd say, hey, split it in thirds. 1/3 for to save. You save 1/3 of that money in a shoebox, if you will, or an envelope. Another third of that money you invest it back into the business to help you acquire more leads. You get access to my vendor list. These vendors will take your referral link or your lead capture page, if you will, and get traffic to that lead capture page, which means they have a database of home-based seekers, people looking for home-based business, and they will share your information, your link to their database. And you may acquire leads through that database, who then turn into signups, who then turn into a community member. Okay? All right, and when that happens, that's when the magic happens. That's when you start earning daily income. Okay? So go ahead and do your due diligence, watch a video on each one of the income streams, and then when you're ready to sign up, you're just going to head and click the link that says complete step 1 and sign up for income stream number 1. Okay. Then income stream number 2, then income stream number 3. As you can see, my sponsor, who's the creator of this platform, I'll show you his picture. It's down here. His name is Edward Keaty, out of Japan. Okay, he's the one who put the whole entire system together. And I tell you, I have a heart of gratitude because it costs a lot of money to put this whole system together, and he put it together and is giving it away for free. Go figure. Okay, and if you look at the leaderboard, he's already got 1,045 referrals since creating the system. And yours truly, me, I'm also on the leaderboard. Okay, if we go to the next page, I'm on here as well. Here I am with 21 referrals, which is not too shabby. Okay, that means, if you follow the training that he puts together, there's a link, right? Training. This is where most people fail. They don't train themselves. Go to the training page, watch every single video you see there. It'll teach you how the platform works. It'll teach you how to market, okay? How to create a lead capture page, and I'll be teaching you that stuff as well. So look out for videos on that from me. But how to set up your system, okay? I can show you my lead list. I can show you my referral list. I mean, it's all clickable here. Lead capture page is where you actually would click here to create your lead capture page, and there's a tutorial on here as well. Okay, so there's a couple of lead capture pages that I've created. This is the one I created, and that's the one you opted into. So you'll learn how to create that lead capture page, and I will teach you how to do that. Okay, and then you can track it, you can edit it, you could duplicate it, so on and so forth. But that's the lead capture page. That's the link that you're going to promote with the vendors, that website, and they will get you eyeballs. Can't guarantee sales or commissions, but they'll get you leads, right? And then success is in the follow-up. Okay, now you're going to also need Leads Leap. Okay, there'll be a link on here to sign up for Leads Leap, because Leads Leap, if I go to, let me show you, where is it? Set up. Yeah, this is where you could actually input your links. Okay, once you sign up, you add your referral link to the 3 income streams. Okay, and I need to put my referral link on here. Partner with you. Okay, I need to verify that. Hold on one moment. Yeah, partner with W. Okay, thought I had that in there, but it wasn't in there. So I went ahead and added that now. Now that when you go to income stream number 1, it'll be linked to me. Okay, so make sure you see partner with W on there, and partner with W, that way you connect it to me. Because if you don't activate your income streams, if somebody signs up through your link, you're going to miss that sign up. You're going to miss that commission and go directly to the person above you. So you want to make sure you add your links, your referral ID, to each one of the income streams. Okay, and you can also add your own program. So if you're involved in something else, you can add your other affiliate programs inside of the back office. Okay, so AkashX. Okay, you guys already know that I'm a student of AkashX, affiliate of AkashX. So that link is on there. Got Backup. Okay, I've added Got Backup. Super Affiliate Funnel, I've added that as well. Legacy Builder, I've added that as well. And of course, LiveGood. Okay, so when you can put up to 5 different programs back here, which is really thoughtful of him to actually allow you to do that. That way, if you're involved with something else, you can incorporate it inside of the platform and earn additional commission when somebody actually subscribes and upgrades their account to these different affiliate programs as well. So you have your 3 income streams. You also have Lead Sleep, because you're going to connect Lead Sleeps to this. That's 4. And then you have some additional income streams. So if you could add all that up, okay, this is the average millionaire has 7 income streams. There's more than 7 income streams in this back office here that you can profit from, which is really, really nice. Okay. And then you can set, whichever income stream, you can set it up as your main income stream. Okay. So, yeah. So let me go ahead and say I want income stream number 1 is, okay, affiliate mentor. Okay, income stream number 2, I want it to be, oh, I need to add that, don't I? Okay, let me do that now, hold on. Okay, so I noticed that I need to change something, so I'm going to go ahead and do it right in front of you guys, so you can learn how to edit these boxes to add your income stream. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this one because I wanted to add something different. So I'm going to put Save Club here. Okay. And put there is a video, so I'll put the video later, so that way when you come back to this page, you'll see the video that explains Save Club. And I went ahead and put my join link right there. And I'm going to put a quick summary. Let's see, Save Club. Earn money by saving money. Earn money by saving money, because that's what Save Club helps you do. Once you become a member of Save Club, you'll get access to deep discounts to different stores, retail outlets. Just the other day, I used one of Save Club's coupons to save 20% on Papa John's pizza, which is really nice. Okay, so who wants to pay full price when you have Save Club? So definitely sign up for Save Club. I'm going to make Save Club my step number 2. And then I'm going to make Live Good my step number 3. Okay, so Live Good is all about health and wellness. I mean, if you're into supplements, vitamins, things of that nature, and you want deep discounts on those particular products, I definitely recommend you subscribe and become a member of their deep discount program with Save Club. With Live Good. So those are the 3 income streams that I'm promoting. But you'll see my other income streams here as well. So definitely get that back up as well. Now, again, reinvest back in your business. The rest of a third goes back into the business. So when you start making commission, you go ahead and get all your income streams set up. So you can make more commissions going forward. All right. So, and then another third, I said a third you save, a third you reinvest back in the business. Then another third you use that money to get out of debt, if you're in debt, in order to help you live or add on to your household expenses. That way, because the goal there would be to make as much money as you can so that your business pays for your household expenses, your rent, your electricity, your cell phone, your mortgage, your car note, whatever expenses you may have. Let your business pay for your expenses, going forward. So, yeah, so those are the programs that I'm involved with. So that you'll find that in the back office. So don't forget, the training is there because the goal here is to get traffic to your lead capture page. Okay, I want to go back to that page. The goal is to get traffic to this lead capture page. That way you get the lead, I'll give you access to my lead vendors, some of the top vendors in the market, and it's free to vendors that, what you're going to do is give them your link. They'll share your link with their database, but there's also paid traffic vendors where you have to invest for them to actually, allow your link to be showcased in their database. Okay. So I definitely recommend the paid traffic because it gives you more eyeballs. Because there's a lot of people who are looking for a home-based opportunity, and when they come across your lead capture page, it'll strike a chord, gain interest, and you may potentially get a sign up and or a commission. All right, so that is going to be in the description. This particular website link will be in the description. Click on the link, put in your name and your email address, and then stay tuned for future videos where I do a deeper dive about the back office, how everything works. But again, if you click on training, Edward has put all this training in place for you to watch, take notes on, so you'll understand how everything works. So definitely spend some time watching the videos because they're not that long. Some are 5 minutes, 2 minutes, Okay, you got to spend some time in your business to learn your business, and before you can grow your business. But you earn while you learn, right? Earn while you learn. Okay, and then I'll be doing another video on my lead list, or vendor list. I'll give everybody gets access to that list. Okay, and once you get access to that list, trust me, great things will happen. All right, so I mean that's what the key to any business is: getting eyeballs, getting people to walk through your store, getting people to be interested, getting looky-loos, shoppers. I mean, there's no guarantee, but you got to get eyeballs, right? You got to get traffic. You got to get people, who want to be part of something huge like this called the unemployables. Because this is going to be awesome. I'm going to create merchandise where you guys will be wearing the shirts, the caps, getting the mugs, things of that nature. And then when you're out and about and somebody says, "What in the world is the unemployables?" I'm glad you asked. Give them a business card, give them a postcard, and then send them to your capture page, and the rest is history. It's just that simple, not complicated. It's not hard at all. Never get emotional in business. Some will, some won't. Next, all right, because it's all about, like I said, getting leads. Right, and I'll show you my lead list real quick. Actually, don't want to do that because it shows their email addresses of the people who came through my lead capture page. But I got 21 signups, 48 total leads, 287 clicks. Okay, and I've just recently decided to incorporate this with my Forex bootcamp training on Saturdays. Okay, so I'm actually hitting two birds with one, hitting two birds with one stone. Trading, affiliate marketing. Trading, affiliate marketing. Trading, affiliate marketing. The affiliate marketing, you earn commission. You take that commission, put it in your trading account. Grow that, 10x that account through trading. Rinse and repeat. Okay? And in the future, I'll tell you exactly where to put the money you really start to earn. Because you got to start planning for retirement. You have to put together an emergency fund. Okay? You have to earn enough to pay off your dream list. Remember in the beginning, I said put a price tag next to your dreams. So with the income you make through these platforms, the different income streams through your trading, you can start checking off your dreams one by one by one. So if that interests you and you're definitely excited about what you just seen today, I invite you to join the Unemployables, join the community, grab a pen, grab a pad, and I'll be providing all that information. I created a notebook for you guys. That one of these videos I'll show you where to find a notebook. You can purchase your own notebook and take copious notes going forward. And we're gonna have contests. Like I said, we're gonna have merchandise. We're gonna have a lot of fun going forward. So climb aboard, get on the bus, because next stop is the land of prosperity. Ciao for now, everybody. Thanks for watching, and you have an awesome weekend. And I'll be back next week, Saturday, at about this time. But I'll be doing more videos now that I've incorporated the affiliate marketing piece. There'll be more videos posted on my channel. That way you guys can take action, implement what you see, and start profiting. Okay? And again, no guarantees of anything. There's only one guarantee in life, that you don't make any money if you don't start. Okay? Alright, ciao for now. Thanks everybody. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like. Bye for now. I'm sorry, I forgot to let you know that each one of the income streams, once you watch the video, it tells you exactly how much income you're going to earn per income stream. I forgot to mention that. And they pay out daily, okay? And some of them pay out monthly. Some of them pay out weekly. So once you see the video and you see how much you could potentially earn with each one of the income streams, you won't be able to go to sleep tonight. Anyway, Ciao for now. Thanks for watching, and again, enjoy your week. Bye.